2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're the land of the free and the home.
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, individuals. It is the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we have the Houston Rockets going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Well, for the Mavericks, a big point of emphasis. Control the tempo. Push it at your speed. Don't let them slow the game down. And also, don't allow yourselves to get rushed because that's when mistakes happen. Guys, you look at Mike D'Antoni, one of the godfathers of up-tempo basketball. Kenny, a man ahead of his time.
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday. Hey, Dave. Whatever works, David. Thanks. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the three, the small forward. And for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Seth Curry. And it's Powell in at the five, roaming the paint. Now here's Curry. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. The shot from the low post is good. Doncic has got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Mavs.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Doncic.
And you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. Here is House. Guarded by Hardaway. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Offline with his three. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Now Porzingis, after Westbrook's missed 3, jacks up a 3. Porzingis can't hit.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Yes, that goes in. Harden's got his second basket.
And Harden is the last guy the D wants to see get loose on the break. I mean, so talented at finishing off of these opportunities.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Here's Doncic. From deep. The long distance three is barrel. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
An average shooter from deep, it's important that Doncic continues to work on this part of his game.
For 3. Tucker can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the dunk by Doncic.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Now here's Curry. No good on the 3. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Porzingis with the block. Outside Hardaway. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's the pass to Covington. Lays it up and banks it in. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives, who bring an awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. Here's Rivers. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to McLemore. Carries it from three-point range.
And that three-point shot from McLemore is just cash. Don't let this guy get free from the perimeter.
Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by McLemore. Pass to Brunson. Here's Kleba, gets the 14-footer to fall.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper. Well, I love what Austin Rivers did last year after he bounced around between the Wizards and Rockets. I mean, he came in and he was focused. He was traded by Washington to the Suns and then bought out and ended up in a great situation in Houston.
Rivers hits both of them. And for Rivers, after being let loose by Phoenix, still productive and very motivated when he joined the Rockets.
Rivers said that even though he understood the buyout, he hated the idea of being released. I mean, it reinvigorated his game, and he had one of the best seasons to date.
And the basket by Gordon.
Gordon's floater is so soft, gliding it beautifully over the D, making it hard to block.
Passes it to Kleba. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
To the middle, here's Green. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
Here's Finney-Smith. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He kicks it to right, and there's the pass to Brunson. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here's Barea. Hits the three-point bomb.
Nothing like 3 points right off the inbound. They make that happen fast. Not sure the D was set up for it.
Gordon outside, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. It's Dallas up by 3. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talks about...
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find...
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
So on the floor for Houston. Gordon out there with DeMarre Carroll. Then it's Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's McLemore at the shooting guard. The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, but it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division and only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
The Mavericks leading. Now, here's Barea. 5 points in the game. Pass to Wright. Here's Kleba. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Now here's McLemore. Tight defense on him. Gordon with no one around. Knocks down the 3 ball. Gordon's got the lead up to 2 now for the Rockets. The Mavericks shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And Chris, last year being the 4th seed in the postseason was trouble for the Rockets.
Yeah, it was, especially, Kevin, when you have to face the Warriors in the second round. They got bounced out in Game 6 despite the Warriors losing Durant. The slow start in the regular season, I think, played a big factor.
Barea against Rivers. From downtown, Cauley Stein grabs the board.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
They grab their own miss. Kleba kicks to Cauley Stein. The kick out to Wright. Pass to Barea. Over Rivers. Dallas again missing.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for DeMarre Carroll. James Harden, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. Right wing. Finney-Smith passes to Wright. Here's Marjanovic. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Marjanovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now Westbrook still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Gordon for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
When you look around the NBA, which player most emulates the style and approach that you have? You were special. So you've got to have a very special category for this one.
Well, thanks, Ken. That's flattering. I like to be in the categories with these guys because I'm such fans of them. But Blake Griffin, when I think about him, and also Joel Embiid, the fact that Embiid can shoot out on the floor, he can space up, but in the post, he likes to go to work as well. I just think he gives you such a mix of offensive moves that you can't stop. That as a defender, you're always worried and on guard and looking over your shoulder because you don't know what he's going to hit you with because he has so many options.
But in my mind, there's only one Chris Webber. Curry against Harden. Curry finds Marjanovic. Shoots over Tucker. Drilled from 11 feet out. Marjanovic has got 7 points here in this quarter. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Harden outside. Misses the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game, and don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Westbrook kicks to House. Another miss by Houston. Here are the Mavericks now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Back to Doncic. The 11-footer, and that one good. Doncic has got 10.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Passes to House. Harden with it. Fires the three. Connects from three-point range. He's got 7.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now the pass to Tucker. They get it back. Harden. Porzingis with the block.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. To the right side. A wide open look here for Porzingis. Rebounded by Covington.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
And Doncic, here we go. He gets it in there. Doncic has got 7 points here in this quarter.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
They got to get more aggressive on the glass. Over the first half, we saw them being schooled down low. You know what I'm going to say, Ernie. Barbecue chicken. If I was coach in the locker room right now, they'd be getting their earfuls. Extra rebounding. Effort will pay off in other ways. The energy is really where it starts. Something like that, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Seth Curry is out there with Marjanovic, and it's Hardaway in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Curry passes to Marjanovic. Stolen by Tucker. And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden's got the ball. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Marjanovic down low, guarded by Tucker. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got 9 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's Westbrook with the drive.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. And once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Pass to Marjanovic from deep three-point range. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Houston the other way now. For the lead, here's Westbrook. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. And a change for the Rockets. Gordon's checked in. Hardaway goes in. No good on that one.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And here's Harden for three. Porzingis with the rebound. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Brunson. Back to Porzingis. Shoots over Covington. Dallas again missing.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Westbrook can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Gordon finds Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh, man. That's
You did
tough.
both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on you. Like, remember when Derrick Rose did over Project back in the day? Oh, my goodness, off the 2. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone. Or Giannis dunking on anyone. Or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So, me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, 2 hands, 2 legs, 1 leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something. Give me something.
Porzingis with the block. Outside Hardaway. Shoots the 3. Drills it from outside. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Westbrook with it. He's got 11. Takes the 13-footer. Another miss by Westbrook. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Doncic dishes to right, kicks it to Hardaway. Westbrook against Doncic. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Rockets trailed by 4. And here's Westbrook. They can't stop the run with that one.
I know what the kind of competitor he is. I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, and Greg, they've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And in his 5th year out of Utah, DeLon Wright, 6'5", great size, Chris, for the point guard position.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, and I like his game. Now, check it out. He's a solid defender. He can rebound the ball. He takes care of the ball, and you can win with guys like that.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Doncic, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one's on Eric Gordon.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Here's Here's McLemore.
That athletic.
Yeah.
Wow. Jumped out of the gym. Oh, you can't forget about the speed of McLemore. Uses it so well on his drives to the hoop.
On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Tucker. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Rivers looking over the floor. Pass to McLemore. Now, here's Tucker. Rivers passes to Gordon. Back to Rivers. Shot clock at 5. Floats one up. Good on the shot.
And how about the handles of Rivers, showing how skilled he is at creating for himself.
Here's Doncic. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
The pass to McLemore. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Gordon up on top. And Houston again with the bucket.
Well, yeah, the touch, the timing. You got to know how Gordon is a threat to shoot off the pass.
Here's Doncic. 25 points in the game. From deep. Off the mark. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so in the game for the Rockets, Harden and Gordon, the guard tandem. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's House, and at the small forward position. Now here's Gordon. The 19-foot shot does not get it. Third miss. He's made 4 from the field.
And they continue to control the glass.
Brunson kicks to Barea. Back to Brunson. Three-pointer. And that's good. J.J. Barea for 3.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot.
Harden surveying the D. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
One of the best finishers inside, period. I mean, there's nowhere on the floor Harden can't score from.
Pass to Kleba. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. They trail by 11. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort to the paint. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, man, such a quick and explosive leaper. Cauley Stein throws it down with ease.
Rockets trail by 13. And they double up Gordon. Tucker. Good, nice job down low.
Great decision, great find. I mean, draws the double team and passes out of it to create the open look.
Dallas calls timeout. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Powell, he's jacked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleba. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for J.J. Barea. And a change for the Rockets. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Gordon. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said, this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Covington. Houston moving it around. House dishes to Harden, and he makes that one. Harden's got it back down to within single digits for the Rockets.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Poked away and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets trail by 9. Westbrook with it, and Curry picks him up defensively.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Pass to Porzingis. From deep three-point range, Rockets with the rebound. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound in this one. Looking to get it going. The dish to Harden. Down low. Tucker can't get it to go.
Very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Powell finds Porzingis. Fires it up. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. To the inside. Here's Westbrook. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Porzingis against Covington. A high post shot, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And that's now 10 points for Porzingis.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumper.
Here's Westbrook, and he uses the glass on the layup. Dallas calls timeout.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Dallas leading by 6. Now Curry. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Harden. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Doncic and Dallas again with the bucket.
He's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're down by 10. 1:43 left in the game. .143 left in the 4th. Passes it to House. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Sinks the triple. Westbrook's got 16 here in the second half. Doncic against Westbrook. Doncic passes to Curry. Inside, Doncic kicks to Hardaway. A 3 from Porzingis. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Russell Westbrook. Westbrook against Doncic. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Mavericks.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And Harden comes to help. Porzingis, that's a 2. The rebound by Harden.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Harden.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
And Doncic gets it to go.
But they've got this lead because he's at the top of his game. He has been the story tonight.
It's House outside. The Mavericks pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. From deep. The shot off that time. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.